Hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. GALA is dropping further in line with expectations. Yesterday only I made a video and talked about that the low is probably not yet in and that we have still quite a lot of downside potential. However, the way and the strength how this is dropping again makes me a bit concerned. Yeah, I don't really like to be the bearer of bad news here, but this is really getting into tough areas now. I can't remember who it was. Post it maybe in the comments. Post it in the comments if you know who it was. But there is one guy, one YouTuber, I think quite a popular one, who sort of said he was going all in when it was like 4 cents. I mean, I hope he took profits. Hope he did, because since then obviously it has like dropped 50%. It just shows you should never go all in, especially altcoins in a bear market. It's difficult. Yeah, I mean, I also bought here and there a few altcoins here in the bear market, but you need to understand this should rather, in a bear market, maybe just like pocket money, at least money where altcoins are high risk, not without reason. Everybody says they are high risk. Yes, I had a few comments in the last video as well. Everybody will regret not buying GALA at these prices when it will be at $1. Yeah, probably. But if it goes to $1, I mean, there will be, we'll have the period at 10 cents, 20 cents. At least then we have a confirmation that probably the low is in and that, the sentiment is shifting again. Because it's all a play of sentiment, all a game of sentiment. I mean, you need to understand that what these waves are, and the Elliott waves and the Fib levels, they are just mathematical representations of market sentiment. That is what they are, and we are basically in the lowest sentiment range, and this is getting tough now. I mean, let's just zoom in again. I mean, we talked about this being possibly a bullish pattern. Obviously, that's what you expect with the strength here to the upside in a wave 1, and then coming down ABC, and being now basically in a 5-wave move down within a wave C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And within the wave 5, yeah, you could argue we've done a wave 1, we've done a wave 2, we've done a wave 3, 4, and we're now in the last leg down. But this can go down as long as it goes down. I can only repeat what we need to see for GALA, and I'm covering it because a lot of people want to see it apparently these days, which is great, because I'm personally very much interested in metaverse coins. I might do a specific video, I thought about that today, if metaverse coins will survive, because we've got Sandbox, we've got Mana, we've got GALA, we've got a few others. Because I looked at a few wave counts today of these metaverse coins. I'm personally really interested in this. I'm really excited about metaverse. Even like play to earn, even though I don't really like that because the games are normally like not very optimal, ideal. But I like the idea of having a VR headset. It's sort of something new, something interesting. I like tech, so it's something that really interests me. And I sincerely hope these will survive. Or especially at least the good ones. And I count GALA to the good projects, but yeah, it's getting tough. It's getting tough. So here in this wave 5, we could argue, okay, we've had a wave 1 down, a wave 2 up. So wave 1, 2, then here another 1, 2 of 3. So maybe we can label that. This is sub-wave counting, micro counting here. These could change, but 1, 2, yeah. Then we had a 1, 2, possibly here still in the, so we might actually still be in the 3 here. Have to change the wave degree. This is not 100% clear. Let me change that. But short and sweet, I mean, what you need to understand, until we really see here some kind of impulsive price action to the upside, which we will see, and I will make you aware if I see anything, then this is just going to keep dropping. This is too risky to just sort of, buy the, let's say, to just buy the falling knife here, because we've dropped below all levels that are, that would be a good support, right? I mean, even here you could say, if we follow normal Fib targets, yeah, impulsive price action targets, then you would argue that this wave 3 should ideally reach the 1.618 extension. Now then we're talking about below 1 cent. The question is, you can't really rely on these FIB targets in a downtrend like this, because this is sort of towards the, either it goes to zero or it's very much towards the end of a downtrend. So in a so-called ending diagonal pattern, these FIB targets have less relevance. What has relevance though are trend lines in diagonals. And okay, luckily, if I draw the trend line here a little bit more accurately, you could argue we haven't dropped out of the wedge yet, but all we need is one more drop and it will drop out of the wedge. So that would be a reason for concern. Also, another daily red bearish engulfing candle certainly doesn't really give us currently the impression that things are changing here. We had a little bit of a reaction to the trend line here, but nothing major. We just keep dropping here. So yeah, it is probably in this wave 3 that I indicated. Are there any key support levels left? Not on the Binance chart, unfortunately. However, as I said, and also by the way, the strength of how this is dropping indicates we are in a wave 3, so that would also be an additional confirmation. But on the Kucoin chart, but that's the Tether chart, that basically goes down to 1 cent. But I told you in few videos ago that we were already at the 2 cent level, and I think I said until we see 5 waves up, I'm gonna expect it's gonna drop further. And I put on the KuCoin chart here the 2 cent level. Now we did drop below that, and I said the next target then will be 1.77 cents. Now take a look at where we came down to. We came down to 1.78 cents. So we've come down to it, bounced off a little bit. But if we break below this level, be ready, fasten the seat belts. That could take us down to 1 cent. And what happens afterwards, I don't know. Then it goes basically to the price of the beginning. It could drop down below that. The concern that I have with this, it just keeps dropping. It's not like, it's just moving sideways or so, which would be great. No, it just keeps dropping. So we put a descending trend line on here as well, and it's quite a well-defined one. So yeah, I can't really give you any positive news at the moment, unfortunately. If we go back to the Binance chart, by the way, all-time high targets, we covered that in the previous video. This could well go to like, oh no, I need to go to the USD chart. Oops. This could very well go to $1.40, I think we talked about in the previous video, right? 145. But obviously it first needs to show some sign of a recovery. And you can, to be honest, you can look at all kinds of indicators here. They won't help you because price action is key here. Of course, we're oversold, but very important on these indicators like the daily RSI. You can see that basically since April 22, actually already since March 22, we've been in the, actually already since December 21. Yeah, can you see that? We've basically been in the bearish range of the RSI. It's really only when we start bouncing around the 50, between the 50 and the 70 range, that we get back into a bull run. If you are in this lower range, this is a bearish signal. Yes, of course, you've got oversold readings and they usually produce a bounce, but probably most likely nothing too exciting until we really get back into this bullish range here. We've got on the daily the most oversold reading we've ever had. That is, in contrast to what many people think, probably not a bullish reading. It is rather a reason for concern because we don't really see any price reaction to it. It means oversold, yes, but it doesn't mean it has to go up. Being oversold just means we're in a strong downtrend and it's not really stopping. So what would be the signs that we're stopping, and what is when we need to start watching? What we need to see, as per Elliott wave, we believe the trend is changing when we see 5 waves up. That's the first signal, and I will make you aware when I see that. Yeah, it depends on the structure these 5 waves develop. If it's an impulse, awesome, high reliability. If it's just some kind of a messy diagonal pattern, it could also be a correction and will break down again. In the case of a diagonal pattern, we need to wait for the confirmation very clearly, A, B, C down. If we hold a certain support level that I will be able to define, then this would be an interesting trade setup. Until then, time for further continuation to the downside, and I will make you aware if things are changing. Okay, so sorry about the bad news. hopefully you liked the update about GALA. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.